Hello students, I am Tara Jayanth, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Government PG College for Women, Panchkula. In today's lecture, we are going to study the structure and classification of polysaccharides. This topic is for class BSc second year, third semester. First of all, we come to the meaning of polysaccharides. They consist of more than 6, often numerous molecules of monosaccharides, which is usually glucose. Poly stands for many and saccharide word stands for simple sugars or monosaccharide. पॉलीसेकेराइड्स वो कम्प्लेक्स कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स हैं जिनको बनाने में 6 या उससे ज़्यादा मोनोसेकेराइड मॉलिक्यूल्स यूज़ होते हैं और यूजुअली जो मोनोसेकेराइड मॉलिक्यूल इनको बनाने में यूज़ होता है दैट इज़ ग्लूकोज. द मोनोसेकेराइड यूनिट्स आर joined together by glycosidic bonds. This I have already discussed in my previous lecture where I told you that monosaccharide units they join together to form disaccharides or oligosaccharides by a chemical linkage known as glycosidic bond. The general formula for polysaccharides is C6H10O5N, where N stands for unknown number of monosaccharide molecules. That means N can be in hundreds, thousands or in lakhs. Classification of polysaccharides. On the basis of their composition, polysaccharides are of two types, homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. So we discuss them one by one. Homopolysaccharides are composed of normal monosaccharide molecules of a single type. Now in this figure we can see that on one side there is a linear chain, unbranched chain, which is made up of a single type of monosaccharide monomer unit, and on the other hand we can see the branched chain which is made up of a single type of monomer unit, that is a monosaccharide. The second type of polysaccharides are heteropolysaccharides. They are composed of modified monosaccharide molecules of different types. हेटेरोपॉलीसेकेराइड्स को बनाने में जो मोनोसेकेराइड यूनिट्स इन्वॉल्व होती हैं उनमें कुछ एडिशनल साइड ग्रुप्स प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं, जैसे कोई एसिडिक ग्रुप, सल्फर कंटेनिंग ग्रुप या फिर नाइट्रोजन कंटेनिंग अमाइनो ग्रुप. दैट इज़ वाई वी कॉल्ड दी शुगर्स एज modified monosaccharides. In the given figure we can see an unbranched chain which is made up of two monomer types, and on the other side we can see a branched chain which is made up of multiple monomer types. Now we come to the first category, that is homopolysaccharides. Biologically there are three important homopolysaccharides: starch, glycogen and cellulose. Cellulose is a structural polysaccharide and it is used to make certain structures. For example, it is used in the formation of cell wall in plants. Second is glycogen. It is energy storage polysaccharide found in animals and it is mainly present in the liver and muscle tissues of the animals. Third one is starch. It is again an energy storing polysaccharide which is found in plants. First example of homopolysaccharides is starch. Starch is a polysaccharide found in plants. It consists of two components, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is an unbranched but coiled chain of about 200 to 2000 alpha D glucose units joined by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkages. Amylopectin is much branched chain of about 2000 to 2 lakh glucose units having alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkages in the main chain and alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkages at the branching points. अमाइलोपेक्टिन का स्ट्रक्चर मेन चेन में बिल्कुल अमाइलोज की तरह ही है. दैट मीन्स इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ अल्फ़ा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेजेस. लेकिन जहाँ पर नई ब्रांचेस अराइज होती हैं यानी जो ब्रांचिंग पॉइंट्स होते हैं वहाँ पर जो लिंकेज प्रेजेंट होती है दैट इज़ अल्फ़ा 1,6 ग्लाइकोसिडिक linkage. In this figure, we can see the unbranched structure of amylose chain. We can see here that the alpha D glucose units, they join together through alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkages to form the main chain, which is a linear unbranched chain, and it gets coiled upon itself. This is the branched structure of the second part of starch, that is amylopectin. So we can see here that it is a branched structure. First of all, we see the main chains. In the main chain, the alpha D glucose monomers, they are linked with each other through alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. यानी यहाँ पर जो bond formation है that is between the OH group present on C1 of one glucose molecule and the OH group present on C4 of the other glucose molecule. So this alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage is present in all the main chains. Now we see the branching points. Branching points पर हम देख सकते हैं कि जो linkage होती है, जो glycosidic bond बनता है, that is between the OH group present on C1 position of one glucose molecule and the OH group present on the C6 position of the other glucose molecule. So that is why this linkage is given the name alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. This is how the amylopectin molecule is formed. Second example is glycogen. Glycogen is a carbohydrate polymer that is stored in the liver and muscle tissues of animals. It is the energy storage carbohydrate in animals. Glycogen की monomer unit भी glucose ही है, just like the starch. It has a structure similar to amylopectin except that it is more highly branched with the alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkages occurring more frequently along the polymer chain. This is the structure of glycogen. We can see that in the main chain, the alpha D glucose monomer units, they are linked with each other through alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkages. और जो branching points हैं वहाँ पर जो linkage है that is alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage. यानी जो bond formation है that is taking place between the OH group present on C1 of one molecule and the OH group present on C6 of the other glucose molecule. The only difference is that it is more branched as compared to the amylopectin molecule. Third example of polysaccharides is cellulose. Cellulose, like starch and glycogen, is also a glucose-based polymer. यानी cellulose की जो monomer unit है वो भी glucose है. The only difference is that in starch and glycogen, alpha anomer of glucose is used, whereas in the formation of cellulose, beta anomer of glucose, that means beta glucose, is used. It is linear and unbranched structure formed of about 6,000 to 10,000 beta D glucose units. The glucose units in cellulose are joined together by beta 1,4 glycosidic linkages instead of alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkages. This is the structure of cellulose. we can see in this figure the main chain of cellulose molecule. So here the beta D glucose monomers, they are linked with each other through beta 1,4 glycosidic linkages. The bond formation takes place between the OH group present on C1 position of one glucose molecule and the OH group present on C4 position of the other glucose molecule. लेकिन क्योंकि ये बीटा एनोमर है, इसलिए इस ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेज को हम नाम देंगे बीटा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेज. Another important thing here is that the hydrogen bonding links the extended cellulose polymers to form cellulose fibers. अब plants में जो cellulose exist करता है that is in the form of bundles, और ये bundles individual cellulose fibers के बीच में hydrogen bonding के through form होते हैं. So this is how large bundles of cellulose are formed. Now we come to the second main type of polysaccharides, that is heteropolysaccharides. Some biologically important heteropolysaccharides are hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, chitin and peptidoglycan. So we are going to take these examples one by one. First example is hyaluronic acid. It is made up of two modified sugar molecules or monosaccharides. One is glucuronic acid and the other is acetylglucosamine. It is present in various lubricating fluids of the body like synovial fluid of bone joints, cerebrospinal fluid of brain and spinal cord, and vitreous humor of the eye. It occurs as a coat around ovum where at the time of fertilization it is digested by the enzyme hyaluronidase. It is also found in the skin and between the cells. This is the structure of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid एक रिपीटिंग डाइसेकेराइड से बनता है, यानी इसमें जो यूनिट अपने आप को रिपीट करती है मैनी टाइम्स वो एक्चुअली एक डाइसेकेराइड है. तो हम यहाँ पर देखते हैं कि इस डाइसेकेराइड की फॉर्मेशन कैसे होती है. दिस डाइसेकेराइड इज मेड अप ऑफ टू मॉडिफाइड शुगर्स. वन इज ग्लूकोरोनिक एसिड in which the additional group present is a carboxylic acid group, and the other one is N-acetylglucosamine, in which we can see an acetylated amino group present on C2 position. Now these two modified sugars, they are linked with each other through beta 1,3 glycosidic linkage. Here the bond formation is taking place between the OH group present on C1 position of glucuronic acid and the OH group present on C3 position of N-acetylglucosamine. और क्योंकि ये दोनों ही मॉलिक्यूल्स बीटा फॉर्म में हैं, इसलिए इस लिंकेज को हम नाम देंगे बीटा 1,3 ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेज. Now we can see the point where this disaccharide is linked with the adjacent disaccharide molecule. वहाँ पर जो लिंकेज हमें दिखाई देती है that is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. This linkage is taking place between the OH group present on C1 position of N-acetylglucosamine and the OH group present on C4 position of glucuronic acid, which is a part of the next disaccharide molecule. This is how hyaluronic acid is formed. Second example is chondroitin sulfate. It is made up of two modified sugars. One is glucuronic acid and the other is acetyl galactosamine sulfate. Chondroitin sulfate is present as ground substance in the connective tissue and cartilage. Structure of chondroitin sulfate. Chondroitin sulfate is again made up of a repeating disaccharide unit. अब सबसे पहले हम यहाँ पर उस डाइसैकेराइड का स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं जिसकी रिपीटिशन से chondroitin sulfate मॉलिक्यूल की फॉर्मेशन होती है. This disaccharide is made up of two modified sugar molecules. First is glucuronic acid and the second is N-acetyl galactosamine. N-acetyl galactosamine में हमें दो एडिशनल ग्रुप्स नज़र आते हैं. One is acetylated amino group which is present on C2 position, and there is one more sulfur containing group which is present on C4 position. Now the bond through which these two modified sugars are linked is known as beta 1,3 glycosidic linkage. Here the bond formation is taking place between the OH group present on C1 position of glucuronic acid and the OH group present on C3 position of acetyl galactosamine. अब क्योंकि ये दोनों मॉलिक्यूल अपनी बीटा फॉर्म में हैं, इसलिए इस लिंकेज का नाम है बीटा 1,3 ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेज. अब ये डाइसैकेराइड अपने एडजेसेंट डाइसैकेराइड के साथ बीटा 1,4 ग्लाइकोसिडिक लिंकेज के थ्रू ज्वाइन करता है. अब यहाँ पर जो बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन होती है दैट इज टेकिंग प्लेस बिटवीन द OH ग्रुप प्रेजेंट ऑन C1 position of N-acetyl galactosamine and the OH group present on C4 position of the glucuronic acid molecule of the adjacent disaccharide unit. This is how we see the formation of chondroitin sulfate molecule. Third example of heteropolysaccharides is chitin. Chitin is nitrogen containing heteropolysaccharide. It is long unbranched polymer of N-acetyl D-glucosamine joined by beta 1,4 glycosidic linkages. यानी काइटिन की जो मोनोमर यूनिट है जिसकी रिपीटिशन से ये फॉर्म होता है उसका नाम है N-acetyl D-glucosamine और यहाँ पर जो लिंकेज होती है that is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Chitin is found in the hard exoskeleton of arthropods and also in the cell wall of fungi. Like cellulose, chitin molecules occur in bundles held together by hydrogen bonds. This is the structure of chitin molecule. Here we can see that the repeating unit is N-acetyl D-glucosamine in which there is replacement of the OH group at C2 with an acetylated amino group. और जो लिंकेज हमें यहाँ पर दिखाई दे रही है that is beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Now we come to the next example of heteropolysaccharides, that is peptidoglycan. It is composed of polysaccharide chains connected by cross links of small peptides made up of 4 amino acids. पेप्टाइडोग्लाइकन में जो मेन चेन्स होती हैं वो एक दूसरे के साथ क्रॉस लिंकेजेस के थ्रू कनेक्टेड होती हैं with the help of small polypeptide chains. The polysaccharide chains are formed of disaccharide units joined together to form long unbranched molecules. The disaccharide which makes these polysaccharide chains itself is made up of two sugar derivatives. That means they are two modified sugars. One is known as acetyl glucosamine, that is NAG, and acetyl muramic acid represented as NAM. Peptidoglycan is found in the cell wall of bacteria and blue-green algae. Now we come to the structure of peptidoglycan. First of all, we see the repeating disaccharide unit. ये उस डाइसैकेराइड यूनिट का स्ट्रक्चर है जो पेप्टाइडोग्लाइकन की मेन चेन्स, जिनको हम ग्लाइकन चेन्स बोलते हैं, उनको बनाने में यूज़ होती है. तो इस डाइसैकेराइड के फॉर्मेशन में जो दो मॉडिफाइड शुगर्स इन्वॉल्व हैं उनके नाम हैं N-acetyl muramic acid, that is NAM, and N-acetyl glucosamine, that is NAG. और इनके बीच में जो बॉन्ड एग्जिस्ट करता है that is beta-1,4 glycosidic linkage. Here the bond formation is taking place between the OH group present on C1 position of NAM and the OH group present on C4 position of NAG. और क्योंकि ये दोनों ही मॉलिक्यूल्स बीटा फॉर्म में हैं, इसलिए इस लिंकेज का नाम है beta-1,4 glycosidic linkage. Now in this diagram we can see how the glycan chains they are interconnected with each other. जो रिपीटिंग डाइसैकेराइड हमने पिछली स्लाइड में देखा था उसकी लिंकेज से ग्लाइकन चेन्स बनती हैं और बाद में ये ग्लाइकन चेन्स एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरकनेक्ट हो जाती हैं थ्रू स्मॉल पेप्टाइड चेन्स. Here we can see a small peptide made up of 4 amino acids which is linked with the NAM part. This peptide is made up of 4 amino acids L-alanine, D-glutamic acid, diaminopymic acid, and the fourth one is D-alanine. Same is the case with the second glycan chain where a peptide made up of 4 amino acids is linked to the NAM part. Now these two small peptide chains, they are further interlinked with each other through a small peptide made up of 5 amino acids, and the linkage is taking place between diaminopymic acid and D-alanine amino acid of the other peptide. So this is how we can see the cross linkages are formed between the two glycan chains of peptidoglycan molecule. So in this way we can see that peptidoglycan is a highly complicated structure. In today's lecture we have studied meaning of polysaccharides, classification of polysaccharides, examples of important homo and heteropolysaccharides, and structure and formation of some biologically important polysaccharides. I hope all of you are able to understand today's topic. Thank you.